Bridget Welcome everyone. I am Celia Farran and we are celebrating Imbolc and Bridget blessings. I am excited to share this concert with you again. We did it a couple of days ago, and so many people didn't get a chance to watch, so we're doing it again. And I'll switch it up just a little bit if you watched the last time, so it'll be just a bit different. We will be doing calling in of the Bridget energies and the directions. We'll do a meditation of becoming Bridget's fire. We will light Bridget's flame. We will also do a home blessing and share all the different healing blessings that are waiting in my queue of all the folks that had asked for blessings. Linda is here. A Facebook user is saying, hello, welcome, Celia. I'm not sure who that is. I'm sorry. It doesn't tell me names. A Facebook user is saying your sound is very quiet. And Janet is saying hello from snowy Columbus, and Guptabla is here. I encourage you to turn your sound up all the way, and if someone else also feels like my sound is quiet, we can do some things about that. But when I start making music, it might get a little loud, so maybe I'll turn it up while I'm speaking. Thank you for that feedback. Wonderful. I'd like to start with a song called Ancestor, Goddess, Brigid. I wrote this song when I was walking the Trail of Tears in Missouri on the Mississippi River. It's called Ancestor, Goddess, Brigid.
This is my invitation, this is my invocation. You are my ancestor, Goddess Brigid. This is my invitation, this is my invocation. You are my ancestor, Goddess Brigid. inspiration. You are my meditation. You are my ancestor, goddess Brigid. You are my inspiration, you are my dedication, you are my ancestor, goddess Brigid. You are my ancestor, goddess Brigid. You are my ancestor, goddess Brigid. Oh, Brigid, into me, for I need your spirit inside me. I got lost along my way. Oh, Brigid, how I need you to guide me. Oh, Brigid, come to me, for I need your spirit inside me. I got lost in my own heart. Oh, Brigid, how I need you to guide me. You are my inspiration, you are my meditation, you are my ancestor, goddess Brigid. You are my inspiration, you are my meditation, you are my ancestor, goddess Brigid. You are my ancestor, goddess Brigid. You are my ancestor, goddess Brigid. Ancestor, goddess Brigid. Let's see who's here. Linda's here, Gupta's here, Janet's here. Shannara's back, wonderful. Thank you so much. And I'm going to hand off my guitar. I actually have help today to tune up the guitar. Isn't that sweet? Thank you. So we're going to move into the next section of the concert, which is going to be a little more meditative. We're going to call in the ancestors. We're going to call in the spirits. We're going to call in Bridget and call in all the different directions. We'd love some feedback from you out there. Did it get better? Did the volume increase for you in a way that is good for your ears? Please let me know. I can do a little bit of tweaking here. Gupta was sharing the Patreon link. Thank you very much. Yeah, this concert is by donation. It's a $10 minimum suggested donation. You certainly can give more. And Patreon is one of the ways that you can subscribe and get over 170 songs that are exclusive to Patreon, and also as a way of donating for this concert.
Facebook user is saying volume up, but still sound is a bit echoey. I took all of the reverb off right now, so it should be clean. And when I do songs, sometimes I put reverb on. So thank you. And Shannara is saying there's reverb on the sound. There shouldn't be right now. So please let me know if that is the case. Volume sounds good for people. Please let me know if that has changed. So let's move into calling in the energy, the spirit of goddess Bridget. She's known by so many different names. She is a goddess. She's also known as a saint. You'll hear me call her Bridie, Bridget, Brigid. Many people call her by different names, but she is this energy, spirit, goddess, Celtic, wonderful woman from Ireland, and the people respect her and revere her and are dedicated to her all over the world. Let's call her in. To be here with us now, Bridie, Bridie, Bridget, Bridget, we are calling to be here with us now. Bridie, Bridget, goddess of fire and goddess of water, goddess of healing and light, new beginnings in springtime. We call for you to be here with us now. Wherever we are on this planet, we call for you. And we accept you into our hearts in this moment as we are thankful and grateful for your presence. Bridie, goddess, Bridget of the North, we call to you to be with us, your earth beneath our feet. We feel your green grass coming, growing, the lands, and all of the good life and energy of food and sustenance that your earth brings to us. Bridie of the North, be here with us now. Bridget of the East, your inspiration that fills our lungs, that comes to us on the wind. You are creativity, you are life force. You are what we breathe in to sustain us. Bridget of the East, please, we welcome you. Be here with us now. And Bridget of the South, your healing fires, the hearth, the warmth, the flame that you tend perpetually, endlessly, that you are so compassionate with your heart, with your love. You are the fire that connects us in tribe and connection and community. Bridget of the South, we are calling to you to be here with us now. Bridget of the West, we welcome you and your sacred waters flowing to us and through us. Water is life. And Bridget, your water energy brings us so much goodness. Thank you, Bridget of the West, for being here with us now. And Bridget of above, for you are the fire of the sun. You are the heat that warms us when we need it most. You are the energy that comes to us into the earth and brings new life, new energy, plants, flowers. You are what brings the grass that allows the lambs to eat and brings us the first milk. Thank you. Bridie from below, we call you up through the earth, from the molten core of the earth. You support us. You come into us from the grounding centeredness of the earth. Bridget of the earth and from below, in that dark space of creation, we welcome you to be here with us now. Brigid of our hearts, thank you for being here with us, for opening us, for connecting to the love energy, for what keeps us alive in our hearts and alive in our spirits. Bridget of our hearts, we welcome you as we become your compassionate flame. Bridget of our hearts, please, we welcome you to be here with us now. Bridget, we are here in spirit welcoming you. Thank you for joining us in our circle and creating a safe, sacred space for us to be ourselves, to center, to ground, to heal, and to grow. We also call in any guides, angels, teachers, spirits, any minerals, any plant medicine, animal medicine, any mystical, mythical creatures, any ancestors that have come before us, that are here to support and guide us on our journey as we take a deep dive into Bridget's energy. All healing spirits, we welcome you to be here with us now. And I invite you to call in any spirits, any guides, any teachers, ancestors, anyone who's gone before, anything that you consider energy that is helpful, safe, clean, and of spirit. Take a moment to call in your guides, teachers, and spirits.
Brigid. us now. Thank you, Bridget, for being here with us as we move forward with our lives in peace and grace. You join us. Bridget, be here with us. Be here with us now. We are calling for you. We are calling for you to be here with us now. We are calling for you to be here with us now. Excellent. Bridget, we are so grateful that you've come here to join us. And now we're going to move forward with your flame. Bridget is known as a flame goddess as well as a water goddess. She has a temple in Kildare, Ireland, and we have a wonderful candle that was provided to us by a lovely lady named Tabitha, and she brought this to me. I'm here on Whidbey Island. Where are you tuning in from, by the way? And she brought me this candle that was lit from the flame, that was lit from the flame, that was lit from the flame of Kildare. And as we know, the energy of Bridget doesn't change or transform. It only gets more powerful. So this is a very, very, very powerful little candlestick here. We are going to light this flame, and then I'm going to light from this flame here, because this will burn down too quickly. So we'll keep this as our Bridget's candle flame, and transferring it only grows it stronger. I had this really cool experience while I was practicing for the concert where a song started coming, lit from the flame, that was lit from the flame, that was lit from the flame of Kildare. And I'm going to play a little bit for you. I will probably develop it at some point in the near future, but this is what it sounds like now. Here's the drum part. That's both parts. So watch for that to be developed in the future. I want to give a shout out and thank you to Tabitha for inspiring that. We'll see where it goes. So if you have a candle, now would be a good time to bring it in front of you. You don't need to light it yet. If you have already, no worries. It would be fun to light them all together if that's in the stars for your timing. So find your candle and find a way to light it. And what I want you to think about is getting your intention set for this new coming year. It's spring, it's a time of new beginnings. Thank you. And this lighting of the candle is a wonderful ritual to do to bring energy to your intention. So what is your intention for this year? What do you want for your life, for your health, for your well-being, for your connectedness? What do you want? This is your life, and you get to decide what you will do with it. So think about those things as I create the music for the Bridget's fiery kindling and lighting that we will do together momentarily. Let me get this set. All right, perfect.
In Bridget's name, we light the flame.
Bridget's name, we light the flame. In 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 Bridget's name, we light the flame. So I invite you to bring your candle. We light the flame. Bring your intention. Gaze on the wick. We light the flame. In Bridget's name. Now light this candle. We light the flame. In Bridget's name. Are you ready? We light the flame together. We're gonna light this flame. We light the flame. In Bridget's name. 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 We light the flame. Your eternal flame. Your eternal flame. In Bridget's name. Your eternal flame. 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 Your eternal Bridget's name. Your eternal flame. Your eternal flame. Your eternal flame. Your eternal Bridget's name. Your eternal flame. 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 Your eternal Bridget's name. Your eternal flame. 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 Your eternal Bridget's name. Your eternal flame. Your eternal flame. Your eternal flame. Your eternal Bridget's name. We light the flame. In Bridget's name. We light the flame. In Bridget's name. We light the flame. In Bridget's name. We light the flame. So I invite you now to find yourself in a comfortable seat, either standing, sitting, or if you're lying down. Find yourself in a really sweet space. Feel whatever you're sitting on or laying on. Feel that energy beneath you. And I want to invite you to meditate now with the flame. So you've lit a flame in front of you and gaze upon the flame. And change up your breathing a little bit. So we're going to take a brief moment to breathe in through the nose, and then we will breathe out through pursed lips, and as if you are blowing onto hot coals, and taking that sweet breath and expanding Bridget's energy like the heat and the fire from the hot coals. So take a moment to do that, taking a breath in through the nose, and then out through the mouth, really growing that energy and growing that heat and that fire. In through the nose, So your in-breath will probably be shorter than your out-breath. You will find a rhythm that works for you. And if you need to adjust it, something that feels really sweet to you, by all means, follow what feels right for your beingness in this moment. I'm going to bring the music back shortly, and we'll do a guided meditation of becoming Bridget's flame. It's not enough anymore to just have Bridget do it for us or have the flame be out there. We're going to become the energy of Bridget so that we can do her work in the world. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And imagine this flame in front of you, whether you have a candle or not, is growing roots, like fiery roots, almost like flames growing down deep into the earth. So wherever that candle is, it's growing roots like lava, like reaching down into the earth. You can keep your eyes open on your candle for this, or you could close your eyes, whatever feels good for you. And imagine the flame roots are growing down into the earth and gathering all the energy from the earth and then coming up back to you, underneath you. And on the next inhale through the nose, imagine that flame energy coming into your root chakra, your root, your connectedness to the earth. And feel that energy. This is a flame that does not burn. It only transforms. This is an energy within you that you're going to grow and glow with Bridget's fire. Breathing in through the nose, out through the lips. Feeling that energy of blowing out, growing the embers, growing the energy, and having all that energy permeate your root chakra. Anything that is no longer serving you is melting away with Bridget's flame as we become the energy of Bridget. And on your next inhale, draw that energy up from your root chakra into your belly, into this dark, creative space of the belly. Whether or not you have a womb, this is the womb-like space. This is where creation bursts forth. So any stories that may be harbored there, anything that you might be holding on to that you're aware of or unaware of, allow this Bridget fire energy to melt it away. Just simply let it go. Just simply let it transmute into power and energy and a creative force that you can use for whatever you want to create in your life. Breathe that energy into the belly space, the womb space. And on that exhale, breathing with those pursed lips onto those hot coals to expand that energy, expand Bridget's fire. This is not a fire that burns. This is a fire that heals and transforms. And on that next inhale, draw that energy that you just created in your belly up into your solar plexus, up into your power center, your center. This is your will. This is your fire. This is your desire. This is your passion. Feel that space. And all the times that you did not feel your will, the times that you didn't feel that power, the times that you felt low or not energized, bring that Bridget's flame into this space. Melt away anything that is other than your pure will, your desire, your passion, your energy. And allow that flame to really be alive in you, alive in your center as we become the energy of Bridget. Breathing in through the nose and out through those pursed lips onto those hot coals, growing that energy up, 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 now into the heart space. Feeling that warmth, the hearth fire, the connectedness that is Bridget. Feel your heart. There may be stories and wounds and past traumas in that heart. Allow Bridget's fire to melt all of it away. Who did what? Who said what happened? All of the details. Let it go. And let Bridget's flame inhabit the space of your heart and be present within you, letting everything else melt away. Breathing in through the nose, out through pursed lips onto hot coals, growing and glowing this energy, this fire, this flame, as we bring that energy on the next inhale up into the throat chakra. Your expression. This is where you speak your truth. And any times you may have felt unseen or unheard or quieted or dismissed, let this flame melt all of that away and take residence in your own voice, in the authority of what you speak. For Bridget is with you with her flame, and when she is with you, truth is the only thing that can be spoken. Really own the truth of Bridget's flame in your voice center, your throat chakra. Breathing out onto those hot coals, expanding that energy, allowing anything that does not serve to melt away, and bringing that energy now up into the center of your mind, into the center of your head, the fire in the head, the Celtic fire, where we create with our thoughts, with our minds, with our energy. Any old stories, any old patterns, any old programmings, let them be melted away by Bridget's fire, and in their place, bring clean, clear, concise energy. You know who you are, and you know what you want. And in this space, Bridget will join you, and then you will become her energy in your own mind, in the center of your mind, the fire in your head. Breathing into this space, pure, clear energy. Breathing out onto those hot coals and expanding and growing and glowing this energy. There is no limit. There is no limit to how powerful you can be. Bring that energy in the next inhale up through the top of your head into your crown chakra, where this fire now becomes a crown. It becomes the shape of a crown, whatever you want it to look like, in flames. Your sovereignty, your royalty. This is where you begin to know, truly understand, not just with your mind, but with every cell of your being, that you are worthy, and you are deserving, and you are powerful, and you have gifts to give. You sit, you stand in your sovereignty and in Bridget's flame. And as you start to feel how good it feels to be fully you, to be fully present and fully powerful, draw this energy up, 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 up beyond the crown, up to the sun. Bridget's fire, Bridget's flame. Feel the fire and the heat and the warmth from the sun coming down to meet you, as you two become one, as you three become one, from the molten core of the earth to your beingness in every way, up to the power of the sun, connected in every possible way. Bridget's fire from above, Bridget's fire from below, and Bridget's fire as you in this now, and feel the presence within you. Take a few moments to deeply breathe. And on the exhale, expand. And on the inhale, deeply bring that fire energy in, and find any last places, any last vestiges within you that would like a little more presence, a little more clearing, a little more healing, a little more letting go. Take a moment for yourself to make it so. For we are now Bridget's flame. It's not outside of us, it's not in the candle, it's within us. We are the power of Bridget. You are the power of Bridget. I am the power of Bridget, and together we are quite powerful. And in Bridget's name, we are the flame. In Bridget's name, we are the flame. We are the flame of Bridget. We are the flame. In Bridget's Bridget's name, we light the flame. In Bridget's name, we are the flame. And I invite you to come back. If you've gone somewhere, if your eyes are closed, bring them to open. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Feel how good it feels to become the flame of Bridget, to be worthy, to be present. Feel how good it feels. Welcome back. In Bridget's name, we light the flame. 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 God is Bridget. Our hearts are open. Our minds are free. Our hands devoted. We gather all to evil smile. We bring our prayers to your sacred well. God is Bridget. Our hearts are open. Our minds are free. Our hands devoted. We gather all to evil smile. We bring our prayers to your sacred well. God is Bridget. Our hearts are open. Our minds are free. Our hands devoted. We gather all to evil smile. We bring our prayers to your sacred well. God is Bridget. Our hearts are open. Our minds are free. Our hands devoted. We gather all to evil smile. We bring our prayers to your sacred well. God is Bridget. Bridget's name. Our hearts are open. Light the flame. Our minds are free. Bridget's name. Our hands devoted. We gather all in Bridget's name to evil smile. We bring our prayers to your sacred well. God is Bridget. Bridget's name. Our hearts are open. Light the flame. Our minds are free. Bridget's name. Our hands devoted. Light the flame. We gather all in Bridget's name to evil smile. We bring our prayers to your sacred well. God is Bridget. Bridget's name. Our hearts are open. Our hands are free. Our minds are free. Bridget's name. Our hands devoted. Light the flame. We gather all in Bridget's name to evil smile. Light the flame. Bring our prayers to your sacred well. To your sacred way. God is Bridget. Bridget's name. Our hearts are open. Light the flame. Our minds are free. Bridget's name. Our hands devoted. Light the flame. We gather all Bridget's name to evil smile. Light the flame. Bring our prayers to your sacred well. God is Bridget. Our hearts are open. Our minds are free. Our hands devoted. We gather round to evil spell. We bring our prayers to your sacred well. God is Bridget. Our hearts are open. Our minds are free. Our hands devoted. We gather round to weave a spell. We bring our prayers to your sacred well. Welcome back. If you took a journey there, welcome back. We have more Bridget songs coming right up. Brighty Bridget, oh Bridie, Bridget, oh Bridie, Bridget, you're radiant fire of the sun. Oh Bridie, Bridget, Bridie, Bridget, oh Bridie, Bridget. Bridget is with us now. I'm feeling the temperature raising here for me. All right. Thank you, everyone, so much. I just want to check in with my helper. I'm all good. Thank you. So, welcome back. I want to give a shout out to a wonderful lady named Erin Aurelia. She is out there hosting on one of the groups in Facebook, in a great group called The Torch of Bridget. Go check her out. She's got a forthcoming book that is called The Torch of Bridget, Flame Tending for Transformation. And what I love about all the connections is the song I just sang, the eternal flame, the bright golden quickening flame. Those words came from an 11th century poem that Erin adapted and put out on Facebook somewhere when I was getting into Brigid. And I saw the lyrics. I see them as lyrics. I saw the poem or the chant, and immediately the melody came, and I've had it in the hopper for a while, and that was the very first time that I tried it as a loop. So I hope you liked that. If you were at the previous concert, I did it just with the drums, so you'll have two different versions if you want to go check that out. And someday soon, I will record it properly and make it available to my Patreon subscribers. So if you enjoyed that, more to come. Let's see who's here. Oh, this is funny. Celia Farran's here. I've heard of her. So I want you to know that if you see Celia Farran posting, that is my helper, my sweetheart in the other room, being a Celia bot and pretending to be me. That was the easiest way we could figure out to do it this time, sharing links with you. So it might look like I'm posting at the same time that I'm singing. I am doing a lot, but I'm not doing all of those things at the same time. And if you see a woman named Celia Farran out there, I see Mom. You just said Sacred Beauty. Thank you. If you're seeing her, that is my mother. Totally separate person, but we do share the same name. Goop Tabla is here saying, yes, welcome back, Celia Farran. So glad you're here. Thank you and have fun. And Erin is saying, thank you, Celia. The looping version sounded great. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Erin. I said to Erin, I might try the looping version. It was a little risky for me. That's the first time it's ever been done live as a loop. So I hope you enjoy it. And I plan to record it for my Patreon subscribers at some point soon, at least a looped version, and then do a proper recording of it for the Bridget album soon. Speaking of the Bridget album and Bandcamp and downloading, there are lots of links out there that Celia Farran, the bot, also known as my sweetheart in the other room, is sharing. Those links for Bandcamp. Today's a special day for Bandcamp because it is name your own price. All of my material on Bandcamp has been for a while since COVID. I made that available to you all. But it's also Bandcamp Friday. And what that means is that the first Friday of the month, Bandcamp started doing this when COVID hit to help musicians out, which I thought was a really sweet thing of them to do. And all the songs you download and albums that you download on Bandcamp are name your own price for me, but also I get 100% of the proceeds. They don't take a cut at all. So if you wanted to donate for this concert by downloading music, it's a win-win, big win for everybody. And thank you to Bandcamp for doing that for musicians. Maurice is here saying, love the looped version. Hi, Maurice. How are things in New Mexico? Awesome to see you here. And Shannara saying, multitasking has its limits. It does. And I was sort of praying to Saraswati the other day, but honestly, if I had that many hands, I don't think it would be good for me or for anyone else around me because I'm already doing too much. All right. We're going to move right along. And do check out Erin and her new book coming forward and check out her group. That's probably the best way to be in touch with her, the Torch of Bridget group. And she spells that B-R-I-D-H-I-D. There are many different spellings for Bridget out there. Wonderful. And thank you for hosting, Erin. Someday I look forward to meeting you in person. All right. We're moving on to... a little more energy. We're going to do the Bridget song, which is the very first Bridget song I ever wrote. And it's called Bridget Song. I know that's so original, right? But it's just the way it happened. So this song, it's called Bridget Song. Get things ready. And it's more of a dancey type of song. So if you feel like getting out of your chair, if you're sitting or whatever, and dancing, that would be really sweet. There we go. I need the drum. Oh, you know what I need? Actually, sweetheart from the other room, could you come here and help me with something, please? I neglected to have this. Could you pick up that gourd that's on the floor? We're calling him Hands today, so you might see a hand come through. Oh, no, you didn't. No, there's no one there. It's just magic. Thank you. This is called Bridget's song. Let me get it ready. I hope you're hearing me better now. I saw that it seemed quiet. I did turn it up a little bit. I hesitate to turn it up more for this song because it's going to be drummy and it could get kind of loud. So I hope you're enjoying being in Bridget's energy of her flame. And now we're going to raise that just a little higher for dancing. Ready? I'm saying that to myself really more than you. Here we go. Goddess Bridget, peace, weaver, healer, poet, queen, melt the snow and bring in the spring. Saint Bridget, gold bender, keeper of the flame. Blessed Imbolc, we sing your name. 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 Goddess Bridget, keeper of the flame. Goddess Bridget, peace, weaver, healer, poet, queen. Melt the snow and bring in the spring. Saint Bridget, gold bender, keeper of the flame. Blessed Imbolc, we sing your name. 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 Goddess Bridget, keeper of the flame. Goddess Bridget, peace, weaver, healer, poet, queen. Melt the snow and bring in the spring. Saint Bridget, gold bender, keeper of the flame. Blessed Imbolc, we sing your name. 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 Goddess Bridget, keeper of the flame. Bridget's so beautiful. Bridget's so powerful. People of all paths will gather round to sing your name. Bridget's so beautiful. Bridget's so powerful. People of all paths will gather round to sing your name. Goddess Bridget, peace, weaver, healer, poet, queen. Melt the snow and bring in the spring. Saint Bridget, gold bender, keeper of the flame. Blessed Imbolc, we sing your name. 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 Goddess Bridget, keeper of the flame. 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 Goddess Bridget,
Bridget song. That song is on the Bridget Songs compilation, which you can find on Bandcamp. There's a little ticker tape down here, and it looks like Guptab is sharing some of those on YouTube. Thank you for that. I think if you share a link on YouTube, it like doesn't let you. It's like, no, you can't do that. So he's spelling it out for you. And then Celia Farran, the bot in the next room, is sharing the clickable links on Facebook. Janet is saying, love the looped version. Okay, so we've got a lot of good feedback on the looped version of The Eternal Flame. I'm not sure exactly what it's called yet. All right, how's everyone doing out there? I hope you're doing well. We will be getting to the blessing part of the concert soon, where people have given me their blessings for healing for themselves and for others, and we'll do something with the water, which is what we're going to move on to now, the water. But before we do, I want to share with you that one of the things I love about Goddess Bridget is she's a goddess and she's known as a saint. She's both. So Goddess Bridget came first, obviously, and then what happened was religion came into Ireland. The Catholic, you knew what I meant. Religion came in, and Bridget's such a powerful figure in the culture that they knew they had to adopt her as a saint in order to, continue to get people to connect with them. So there's a whole bunch of people who know her as a saint, and there's a whole bunch of people who know her as a goddess. And she's the same energy. So that's what I love. She bridges those worlds, the old religion to the newer religion. And when you go to the Brigidine sisters in Kildare, to the Solus Bridie Center, they're nuns, they're sisters, that kind of sister, and they will call her Saint Bridget. But when you call her Goddess Bridget, they also accept that as well. I think it's a really sweet thing, and they're doing wonderful work there. Jen is saying, dancing around a bone fire. Cool. Cecilia Farran is asking, how do you spell Erin? That's exactly how you spell it, E-R-I-N. So Erin Aurelia, A-U-R-E-L-I-A, and her Facebook group is The Torch of Brigid. Check it out. Okay, Shinara saying the sound is better than it was at first, far less echo. Right now I've turned the reverb off. I try to do that when I speak because it's a little weird, but I turn it on a little bit when I do songs. A Facebook user saying, I just noticed Brigidine sounds like my name, Bridget Eden. Hi, Bridget. That's who you are. Wonderful. Yes, it does. Isn't that interesting? Bridget Eden and Brigidine. How cool is that? Very, very cool. So we're moving on to water, the water aspect of Bridget. And I'm going to get ready for you a song that I will also loop. This one's fun. I'm going to share a couple of images with you while I get this ready. I'm doing Saraswati, Bridget Saraswati. Oh, I need some help again. Sweetheart from the other room, Mr. Hands. We're calling him Mr. Hands. Would you help me with something? On the back of the computer, there's a little white USB. Can you unplug it and plug it back in, please? Because my mouse has stopped working. Oh, try to be careful because you're shaking the room. Let's see if it works again. Perfect, thank you. That saves me from having to go around. Isn't that wonderful? I mean, I know some of you been with me in concert before. I'm like, oh, I need batteries. Talk amongst yourselves. I gotta go do this. So it's so wonderful to have an extra pair of loving hands. Thank you. All right, so my mouse is working again, and I can show you some images. So the first image that I want to show you, I want to share with you where I was the other day when I gathered some sand from the beach here on Whidbey Island in Langley, Washington, that I'm using for the water blessing that we'll do. So this sand here in this bowl, this is our Bridget's Flame, which, you know what, while I'm here, I'm going to relight another one because I think it will burn down by the time we go. But I learned something last year when I did this. I have this beautiful white sand in Phoenix, Arizona, and I used it with little birthday candles. We'll just do both of those there. Little birthday candles that burned down really quickly, and then the smoke filled the room, and it was really hard for me to sing. So I learned that I'm going to do it this way from now on, and in the future I have Bridget candles back in Phoenix that I'll probably bring back here and use them in the future, but I'm really grateful for Tabitha for bringing me a candle as well as some water. So we will use that sand for the water blessing, and I want to show you where I got the sand from. Let's see if I can go find it. Here it is. So this is where I was the other day. This sand that you're seeing right here is the sand that I
I asked permission, I did a blessing and gathered sand that is now in the bowl that we'll do the ceremony with later. You see the mountains off in the distance. This is the Langley Marina in Washington. The waves were making beautiful sounds, and I just sat there for a moment and did a meditation and gathered the sand. Okay, so I wanted to show you that, and then I also want to show you this next picture. Some of you know this wonderful lady that I'm about to share with you. Her name is Selena Fox, and this is Selena Fox and myself at the Circle Sanctuary in Barneveld, Wisconsin, at Bridget's Spring. So there's water in front of us, if you can see that, and it looks a little brown, but it's really very, very clear water. It is a spring, and that's sand underneath. And so you'll hear it, and you'll see it all bubbling up from the earth. It's really quite magical. And so this next song is called Brigid of the Sacred Waters. It is a co-write between myself and the wonderful, amazing, incredible priestess, Selena Fox. Such an incredible lady. So she wrote these words, and just sort of like what happened with Erin's poem on Facebook, she wrote these words that she shared around Imbolc time many, many years ago. I read them, immediately heard a melody, and created the song, recorded it. I got her blessing and her permission, and then also recorded her voice on it later. I went to Wisconsin. We got her tracks. I took her tracks back to, I was in Arizona at the time in Prescott, and put them all together. So if you were here a little bit early and you heard Brigid of the Sacred Waters, which is on the Bridget compilation on Bandcamp if you want to go grab it, that was the song that I'm going to sing now, do it live. And when you hear the beginning of that song, you'll hear water. You'll hear the kind of bubbling water. That is that spring. This is always backwards. That spring. The sound of that spring bubbling. So it was really a wonderful, fun project, and I'm now going to sing this song for you. It's a co-write between myself and Selena Fox, and I'm really happy to share it with you. It's looped. Let me get it ready. And we'll say goodbye to Selena. We love you. We honor you. We are grateful for you. Now let me see where that is. Okay, wonderful. Brigid of the Sacred Waters. Trying to find an empty track. So some of these loops I have created ahead of time because they take so long to develop, because I can only add one track at a time. Turn this down a bit. And this one I'm creating from scratch. Some of the other ones that I've done, I had the loops ready already. This is from absolute scratch. Let's do it. Brigid on the sacred waters, 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 cleanse us, bless us, heal us, renew us, guide us, inspire us. Brigid of the sacred waters, Brigid of the sacred waters, Be with us. Be in us. Holy wells. Sacred springs. Holy wells. Sacred springs. Bridget of the sacred waters. Bridget of the sacred waters. Bridget of the sacred waters. Bridget. Bridget of the Sacred Waters. That is a co-write between myself and Selena Fox, wonderful dear friend, and a great inspiring teacher and leader in her own right. Linda is here saying, I was at the Well of Kildare in 2019, so special. I think I was there in 2015 was the last time I was there. Janet is saying, meant bonfire, good vibes. Yeah, I was like, the bonfire. I'm like, is that a, I don't know, more of the dark side of the goddess. Excellent, wonderful. So we are now moving on to the healing portion of the concert, where I'll get the music set up here, and I'd like for you to start sort of getting centered in yourself and finding what your needs and desires are for healing, for yourself, for others, for your loved ones, and we will. Get this music to go here. There we go. We're going to read some blessings. People have given me a bunch of different blessings. On Facebook, I did a call out for blessings, healing requests, and I'll read them. So we have so many of them that I'm going to try to do it as quickly as possible and get through as many as possible. And what I'll do, the last concert, what I did is I read one and then I put a drop of water into the sand. This time I'm going to read a whole bunch and then put several drops of water into the sand, because it's going to take a good long time if I don't tighten it up a bit. So we're going to play. Get all this ready. Just a lot of details here. Give me a moment. This is a piece that's on my Letting Go album. It's called Fall Into Bliss. We'll use that as our music background for our blessings section of the concert. It's called Fall Into Bliss. And guess what? It's downloadable on Bandcamp. So if you're interested in donating for the concert, and I love it when you do, I'm asking for a $10 minimum suggested donation, very minimal. So you can do that many different ways. You can look down here at the ticker tape. Celia Farran, my doppelganger in the other room, is posting links, which is wonderful. Those are clickable. And then if you're in YouTube, David Guptabla is sharing with you different links by typing them out, because YouTube doesn't allow you to do that, to just put links in there. All right. So let me get this set. So another shout out to Tabitha, who provided me with some water from Bridget's Well in Kildare. When I realized that I was going to do this concert here on Whitby and I didn't have access to my water that I collected in Kildare, or the flame that I collected there, I thought, oh my goodness, what will I do? And I asked for help, and she stepped forward and even drove down from the north end of the island to give me some of these beautiful sacred supplies. So thank you, sister. I'm really, really appreciative, as I'm sure we all are. All right, we are going to go to the blessings that I had on Facebook and Instagram first. There they are. So yeah, if you can get yourself grounded and centered, and the more we bless those who are in need, the more we receive those blessings, the more energy we put out into the world, the more we get back. There's nothing that we do or say or create that doesn't come back to us at least threefold. So be very careful with the energy that you put forth in the world. All right. Guptabla is saying, Celia's Bandcamp right here. Thank you for typing that out. And David Nelson is here saying, tuned in from Salem, Oregon. Welcome. David, you're on the West Coast, where we are here as well. So as I mentioned, I'll read several, and then I'll put several drops into the sand. And there's, I don't know if you can tell, it looks like there's raindrops in the sand already from the last time we did this a couple of days ago. And I'm going to tell you right now, we are going to do this concert again because so many people missed it. And I have so many fans in Europe and the UK that
can't watch because it's too late for them. So Sunday morning at 9 a.m. we'll do this as a service. And if you want to invite other people, and if they missed it, we'll do this again. I'll mix it up, so I'll do some little different things, and you'll get a different experience because it's live. And when it's live, it's always new and fresh. All right, we get a dropper full here. This is the water in this little dropper, and it is from Bridget's Well, from Kildare, Ireland. All right, centering in, taking a deep and cleansing breath. Sending blessings, healing blessings. Let's see. It says, my sister Cindy, she has lost her oldest son due to COVID, and this is Katrina. So Katrina, this is for your sister Cindy. Liesel Witch from Instagram is saying, anyone who would like to join, pray for my daughter Marcella. She is 15 and struggling with a diagnosed mental health condition. She is medicated, getting medical support, but has been hard on her. She has been a strong fighter, but she can sure use all the support she can get. She's just a teen. Thank you all. So sending healing blessings for Marcella. Emily Pritchett Smith 75 from Instagram is saying, my husband Aaron, for his heart to heal from the recent death of his father. Yes, Emily, we're sending that out to your husband Aaron. So mote it be, she says. White Witch is saying for Karen, and it just says heart. Susie is asking for blessings for Susie, and Jake is asking for may all beings be happy. Sarah is asking healing for David, husband of a dear friend and co-worker. He has had surgery today to amputate part of his leg. So that is going out to David. All right, let's give them some water blessings. Bridget, blessings, healing, healing, healing. Oliver is asking for healing and wellness for my baby cousin, Leo. This goes out to Leo. And Shelley is saying, thank you, Celia, for myself, Shelley, for my dad, Dwayne, who is in a Grace hospital. So we will send blessings to them, and I'm going to go to my phone to find some more blessings here now. Give me a moment. And if you have blessings that you'd like me to read out and use the water for, we'll get to that. Don't tell me now, because I can't read them now, but I will ask you for that soon. We have beautiful healings. Sandra is asking for beautiful healings. Dayanara is asking blessings for humanity and Mother Earth. Catherine is asking healing for Katie. Kristen this is a little long, healing for my family. We are all suffering from autoimmune conditions, injuries, and a few have allergy issues currently. Thank you for including so many, and may you be blessed as well. So that goes out to Kristen. Let's do some water blessings for all of those requests. Here we go. The fire and the water together. Beautiful. Still holding space for more clearing, cleansing, healing blessings. Allison is saying, healing for Sam and Mary, please. All right, Allison, we'll send that to Sam and Mary. Katrina is saying, also help humans heal the wound. Indeed. Katrina is saying, the mother, heal Mother Earth. Donna is saying, my granddaughter Angela, she's in a lot of pain. I love her so much. Healing blessings for Angela. Timothy is saying, peace on earth. Deborah is asking healing and wellness to all persons. And Kathy is saying healing in a hope that my soon-to-be ex can move on and live. Beautiful, generous thing to request. Some water blessings for all of these beautiful people and souls out there in need. All right, Catherine is asking for blessings and love for all. And Tanya is saying, my daughter, Allie. Larry is asking, he's just saying B-E-E, peace, all in caps. Dorothy is saying, my prayer is to heal those in need of healing. And Shipton is saying, healing and blessings, Debbie Lewis Madison Wolfie. All right, I'll read one more page, and then we'll move on to these blessings, and we will do more on Sunday at 9 a.m. Same place where you're watching now. That'll be 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So set an alarm now if you'd like to get more good Bridget Juju energy. All right, we have Timothy saying peace on earth. Diane is asking for healing blessings for Mary. Janice is asking for healing blessings for Barbara. And Maria is asking for Maria and Bo.
Let's give them some water blessings, shall we? All right. So, we'll now move on to the screen that's in front of me, which is all of you. So please type to me if you would like for us to bless yourself or any loved ones with the healing water here. All right, we're seeing, I think it's Bridget is saying, I recently lost my father as well. So we're sending blessings out to your father, who's been with us for the last several concerts. He was also with us for the Celtic concert, the Scottish concert. Anyone else who would like to type blessings? I will say a few while I wait for you to type them if you so desire. You can also just share them from your heart and they will be received. So I'd like to send blessings out to anyone and everyone who is suffering from COVID for any reason, whether it's because the pandemic affected you personally, whether you lost someone, whether you've had some illness, or those of you around you have had illness. And if it's changed your life in a way that has been hard for you, I'm going to send healing blessings out for anyone who's been affected by the COVID-19 virus and the pandemic. I'd like to send blessings out to all of our first responders, all of the people who are working hard, our police officers, our firefighters, those people who drive the ambulances and work in the hospitals and are there supporting anyone who is in need of help. Sending healing blessings out to all the teachers and all of the students who are trying to do their jobs and learn in really hard and challenging circumstances. I would like to send healing blessings out to anyone who is in pain, physical pain, emotional pain, any kind of mental pain, mental illness, imbalance, anyone who is suffering in pain in any way, will send healing blessings out to you. Anyone who's feeling confusion, anyone who's feeling uncertain, unrest, and ungrounded, we send healing blessings to you. Anyone who is feeling grief and sadness over the loss of those that they loved, or the loss of a lifestyle, or the loss of place or sense of beingness, all grieving and all loss, blessings. It looks like Erin is asking for online friend Sean in hospital with COVID. Blessings for Sean. And Linda is asking blessings to folks who are dealing with COVID. Yes, indeed. Also blessings for Mother Earth, all of her plant medicine beings, animal medicine beings, and for all life. May we grow and grow and grow in more love, more peace, more grace, and more groundedness. Looks like that will conclude, and with all of those last blessings that I just shared, we're just going to bless the living watery blessings out of them. Sending healing blessings. What I will do with this sand after the Sunday concert is I will take it back down to the ocean where I retrieved it, and I will return it back to the ocean. So these water blessings will continue on and on and on with the beautiful Mother Ocean. Blessings, blessings, blessings. So thank you all so much for your focus and your attention in sending energy. Intention is powerful. You may not even know these people, but sending them intention will be felt in the energetic field, and that is a generous gift to give. So thank you, and bless you for your giving and your sharing. Wonderful. All right, I'm just going to make note of where I left off, so Sunday I don't have to go find that. And it is, take a screenshot so I don't confuse myself later. I love saving myself time and energy. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. So, I'm going to ask Mr. Hands from the other room to come back and take this iPod from me and get it queued up for the next song. So repeat what you did before would be perfect. Thank you. Blessings, 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 healing, healing blessings. Bridget is our goddess for such things. She is so versatile. She's one of my go-to goddesses because she just pretty much covers it all. And I love that about her. This is not going to be really me educating you about Bridget so much as just honoring her, bringing the music forward, which is sort of the way I do my honoring. And if you want to look further into it, there are Facebook groups. There's lots of different information. As I mentioned, Erin has a book that's forthcoming that you might be interested in if you're interested in becoming a Bridget flame tender, which I am in a wonderful group on Facebook, and holding vigil.
with Bridget's energy. And then also there's a wonderful page on Facebook called Sanctuary of Bridget, and they have just released an anthology as well. It is called Bridget's Light Anthology. It's Laura and Carol from Sanctuary of Bridget. You can just look up that title. Thank you. Bridget's Light Anthology, and you will find a wonderful compilation of all things Bridget, so check them out as well. Excellent. We are now moving on to the next portion, which is going to be a home blessing. We've sent some healing blessings to the people in our lives and to people we don't even know, because that's how we roll. And now we're going to bless our homes. The home space that you live in, where you spend your time, where you feel safe, and also the home space in your heart. And to do this, I want to share with you now some more pictures of where this next song came from. I was in Drum, Ireland, just traveling around, which is what I tend to do. I don't tend to have an itinerary when I go to Ireland. I just drive around and follow the signs. And when I see a sign that says Bridget's Well, I go that direction and explore. And I found several beautiful Bridget's Wells that way. There's not just the one in Kildare. Bridget's Wells are all over the UK and especially in Ireland. So I want to show you some pictures of the... This is me as a selfie with Bridget herself in Drum, Ireland. This is a more Catholic representation of Bridget. She is also known as Mary of the Gale, and as you can see, her statue here looks very Mary-like. And then in the forefront, you can see the well itself. That's where you dip in and gather the water. And then in front of me, which you can't see right now, but I'll show you a picture of it in a moment, there's a plaque that has a home blessing on it. Give me a second. I will now share with you another image of Bridget. There she is with the Bridget's cross at her feet. Again, she's very, very much more Mary-like here, known as Mary of the Gale. And here's another version from just another different angle. Whoops, that's not it. Bye-bye. Say goodbye to you, and we'll go say hello to you. So it's a St. Bridget's Holy Well. And as I mentioned, she's a goddess and a saint. And I think that's really cool, and that she bridges both those different realms. And if you want to go on, there's YouTube as well as on the Bridget Songs compilation on Bandcamp. When I saw the home blessing plaque, which I'll show to you now, kind of like how... Celia, get out of the way. She keeps wanting to take a selfie and share it. Oh, my goodness. We're going to say goodbye to that and say hello to the home blessing plaque, which is up here. But I'm going to bring it down if I can find out how to just select it. Maybe not. Having trouble. I might not be able to share it with you because it's not letting me just select it. But I will keep trying. Aha. This is the plaque that I took a picture of. I saw the words in Gaelic, and I didn't have a clue. Then I saw the words in English, and as soon as I saw the words, this melody came. Again, it is the actual recording that I did with my little video on my phone, with the wind in the background and the trees and the birds and whatnot. That is available as a recording. I have not made the looped version, which I'm about to share with you, available yet, but watch for it. And if you're a Patreon subscriber, you will be the first ones to get it. There are other Bridget songs that are only available on Patreon. So if you want to become a Patreon subscriber, I love it when you do. I lost quite a few subscribers over the holidays, and that has been my primary form of income since COVID, since I haven't been able to tour. So if you feel moved to get over 170 songs that are nowhere else, because I write and record a song every week, if you feel moved to watch these concerts and never be asked to donate, then please go become a Patreon subscriber. It means the world to me. And those of you who have been Patreon subscribers, I know Shannara, you're out there. I think Linda, you might be, I'm not sure. Really grateful to those of you who have been subscribing and have continued to subscribe. You are my lifeline, and I need more of you. So please, if you're inspired, now would be a good time to go do that. All right, so I'm going to take these lyrics and bring them back up to the top over here, so you can check them out while I sing this next song, which is a Bridget Home Blessing. And of course, I had the melody when I was in Ireland, but then I took it to the looper, which takes it to a whole new level. And what I want to share with you, make sure I'm here in the right place. What I want to share with you is This is one of the songs that I've created a loop ahead of time. So you'll hear the pre-recorded tracks and then I will record over them. So wherever you are, we're going to bless your home. I'm going to bless your home space.
May Bridget bless the house wherein you dwell. Bless every fireside, every wall and floor. Bless every heart that beats beneath its roof, and every tongue and mind forevermore. Bless every hand that toils to bring joy, and every foot that walks its portal through. This is my wish for you, my constant prayer. May Bridget bless the house that shelters you. May Bridget bless the house wherein you dwell. Bless every fireside, every wall and floor. Bless every heart that beats beneath its roof, and every tongue and mind forevermore. Bless every hand that toils to bring joy, and every foot that walks its portal through. This is my wish for you, my constant prayer. May Bridget bless the house that shelters you. May Bridget bless the house wherein you dwell. Bless every fireside, every wall and floor. Bless every heart that beats beneath its roof, and every tongue and mind forevermore. Bless every hand that toils to bring joy, and every foot that walks its portal through. This is my wish for you, my constant prayer. May Bridget bless the house that shelters you. May Bridget bless the house wherein you dwell. Bless every fireside, every wall and floor. Bless every heart that beats beneath its roof. Bless every tongue and mind forevermore. Bless every hand that toils to bring joy, and every foot that walks its portal. This is my constant wish. May Bridget bless the house that shelters you. May Bridget bless the house wherein you dwell. Bless every fireside, every wall and floor. Bless every heart that beats beneath its roof, and every tongue and mind forevermore. Bless every hand that toils to bring joy, and every foot that walks its portal through. My wish today, may Bridget bless the house that shelters you. Oh, may Bridget bless the house wherein you dwell. Bless every fireside, every wall and floor. Bless every heart that beats beneath its roof, and every tongue and mind forevermore. Bless every hand that toils to bring joy, and every foot that walks its portal through. This is my wish today, my constant prayer. May Bridget bless the house that shelters you. May Bridget bless the house that shelters you.
Bright Bridget blessings.
Yes, Bridget, Saint Bridget, your energy the same. We welcome you. We are grateful for your home blessing. All right, we are going to say goodbye to the plaque. Excellent. All right. How's everyone doing out there? Looks like David is saying, do Patreon, it is worth it. Thank you, David. David's been one of my longtime subscribers on Patreon. In fact, he was one of the first people who said, you know what, Celia, I wish you had some way that I could subscribe and support you with money every month. And then I did the Patreon, and he was one of the first people to sign up. So thank you for that. Katrina is here from Phoenix saying, late but made it. Linda's saying, I love Patreon also. Guptabal is giving the link to Patreon, but spelling it out because it's on YouTube. And Linda is saying, beautiful song, a true blessing. All right. So, yes, I will record that one soon as well and let you all know. You can get on my email list. Actually, it's not so easy to get on my email list these days. So reach out to me on social media or email me. Find me somehow and let me know that you want to be on my email list, and I'll make it so. Excellent. So I'm going to mix it up here. I've cut a few of the songs that I did last concert. I did the Bridget Blessing concert, which is May you shine, shine, shine with the power of Saint Bridget. May you shine, shine, shine with the goddess in your heart. May you know your name as she gently walks beside you. May you shine, shine, shine with your radiant light. It's just a little tiny little brief idea of what it sounds like. And then the other one that I didn't do this concert, but I did the last concert if you wanted to seek it out. It's also on the Bridget Songs compilation, is the Bridget's Well song. Make your way to the sacred well where Bridget and her sisters dwell. Bring your worries and your concerns to the healing waters and the fires that burn. So you can check that one out there as well. And now I'm going to do a song that I did not do on the concert a couple of days ago. And on Sunday, I'll mix it up for you as well. I'm just trying to find, there it is, fantastic. This one. I love that my guitar is tuned because my sweetheart tuned it for me, and I don't have to do that while talking to you and doing all these things. This song is called She Needs a Goddess, and boy, I really want to share it with you because if you're like me, I grew up in this culture that is very patriarchal and very masculine in energy. Not men, I'm not saying men, I'm saying masculine. The masculine's been really well represented. The feminine's just sort of really been not there. It wasn't present for me when I was growing up. And I was raised Catholic until I was about 7 or 8. Then I went to a public school. I went to Catholic school. And the priest would come in, and when the priest came in, it was really pretty special, and you had to behave, and it was, hush hush, and you listen to him, and he would come in and say to us things like, God is all powerful. If you misbehave or you do wrongdoings, God will punish you, and if you do wrong, you will go to hell. So that scared the living daylights out of me. And then later in life, I started to realize, wait a minute, who is this God? And why is he so mean? And why do I have to behave in all these ways that feel untrue? And that's when I started really looking into the goddess. And so if you identify in female form, you might relate to this, because for a long time, the only options I thought we had were God, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, and they're all in the masculine. And I came to understand that there's a lot of feminine divinity out there that has been out there for many, 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 many centuries. And it's time to bring it back. So this song is called She Needs a Goddess. I send it out to any women who have ever felt lost or in a dire situation and needed a goddess to pray to. She found a soul-sucking vampire man. She had to get away, but every time the poor girl tried, he'd suck her of her energy. She tried tarot cards and voodoo dolls and California sage. She cried, Buddha, Allah, Jesus, Muhammad, save me. But she needs a goddess to pray to. She needs a goddess she can relate to. She needs a woman who knows how she feels, 'cause she feels everything, 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 360 degrees and fifth dimensionally real. Real. So real. She feels so real. So real. So real. She feels. She got trapped in his vortex, could not break free. And every time the poor girl tried, the rug got ripped from beneath her feet. She tried setting goals and drinking bowls of ayahuasca tea. She cried, Buddha, Allah, Jesus, Muhammad, rescue me. Yeah, but she needs a goddess to pray to. She needs a goddess she can relate to. She needs a woman who knows how she feels, 'cause she feels everything, 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 360 degrees and fifth dimensionally real. So real. So real. She feels so real. So real. So real. She feels. And all the priests always got something to say about the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost being the only way. Even her mama bought into the deal. But there is no God who can feel what she feels. She needs a goddess to pray to. She needs a goddess she can relate to. She needs a woman who knows how she feels. She feels everything, 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 360 degrees and fifth dimensionally real. So real. She feels so real. So real. So real. She feels 360 degrees and fifth dimensionally real. That is called She Needs a Goddess. And before you ask, because I know you will, it is recorded, but it's only available on Patreon for my Patreon subscribers. I've had people who have joined Patreon just to get that song. So if you're interested, that is the only place you can get it, patreon.com/Celia Farran. That's down here on the ticker tape. I think my doppelganger, Celia Bot, sweetheart in the other room, has been sharing those links to Patreon as well. So that is a wonderful way to support and donating for this concert and get tons of music. I love to create wins. Peggy saying, finally made it. Blessings from Arkansas. Fantastic. I'm glad you're here, Peggy. Tina saying, found you. At least get to watch an hour live just in time for She Needs a Goddess, which I think I may have written that song at your house in Missouri. Didn't I, Tina? Yeah, probably based on some of the deep, wonderful, meaningful, enriching conversations that we've had over the dinner table. All right. Peggy is thanking Goop Tabla and saying, great song, Linda's clapping. And we've got a link from Patreon from Celia Farran, who is, if you missed it earlier, that's not me multitasking. I am multitasking, but I'm not doing that much. And so I want to thank my sweetheart in the other room for sharing those links with you that are clickable, because I know that makes it a lot easier for you. All right. We are going to
do a couple little thank yous, and then we're going to close the circle, and then I'm going to sing a last final song. I want to thank you all for being here. Again, we're going to do this concert live. Again, it's not going to be a replay. It's going to be live, me in front of you, us interacting on Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm hoping that'll make it available for more people. A lot of people reached out and said, I missed it. Are you going to do it again? And I said, okay, I will. I will do it again. So I'm going to do this concert a total of 3 times. And so your last chance is going to be Sunday morning. So if you have somebody that you think would really benefit from this, or you'd like for them to participate, you can share the replays. Of course, they're going to be ready. This replay will be ready as soon as I say goodbye and click the button, the stop streaming button. And then the replay from the second is also available. And then the replay will be available for the one that we will do on Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Gupta is saying, win, 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 win. Patreon Celia is the best way to support Celia, patreon.com. Thank you, Linda's Giving Hearts. Fantastic. We are a small group today, but we are mighty. I know there's a lot of powerful folks out there. So let's move on to make sure that's okay. Some thank yous. I want to thank Erin Aurelia from the Torch of Bridget group. That's on Facebook. Go check her out. It's a private group, so you'd have to ask her to join, and then she'll let you in, and I'm sure there'll be lots of goodies for you there. I want to thank Guptabla for sharing links on YouTube and for being such a strong supporter. You usually hear every concert, and that's been a great support. Julia, who may or may not be here today, but she's always been really great. And I want to thank my sweetheart in the other room. We're calling him Mr. Hands today. And really helpful, because there are some things I just couldn't reach. And having extra hands really helps. So thank you all for all the support. And thank you for tuning in, and also for your donations. For those of you who are Patreon subscribers, I know Maurice is out there. You're a subscriber. And, of course, for those who aren't subscribers, and that's not in your stars, any donations that you have shared. And then for those who have tagged friends to bring them in and also shared the links on social media. Always grateful, grateful, grateful for that. Erin is saying, thank you, Celia, for your beautiful music. Thank you, Erin. Wonderful. So we are now going to close the circle. I will have one more song for you before we end, but I'm going to close the circle before we do that song. So we brought Bridget in, and we're grateful to her for being here, her energy, her spirit, and for our courage in embodying her energy and becoming Bridget's flame. We did a meditation, we did some blessings and healing, and we did a home blessing. And setting you up for the year with a lot of good Bridget energy. And now it's time for Bridget to go, to release her. We hope she stays with us, but the circle will now be opened, and we will take this energy out into the world. Bridget, powerful, powerful goddess. You are divine. We are grateful to you for bringing your energy. You are the first milk. You are the new light. You are the spring. You are the healing energy of the fire and the healing energy of the waters. We are so grateful that you have been with us here this evening. Bridie, from our hearts, we are so grateful that you have joined us in our hearts, connecting us to ourselves and to others with love and compassion. Bridget of our hearts, thank you for being here. We are grateful, grateful, grateful. Bridget from below, from that loamy, earthy, dark space where creation comes from, we are grateful that you have been here with us. We are so grateful for your presence, and we invite you to stay or leave. You are free to go. Thank you, Bridget from below. And Bridget from above, the sun, the powerful, powerful sun. We are grateful for your light and your energy, and for bringing new growth in this new spring. Bridget from above, we are grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bridget of the West, your healing waters. We are grateful for all of the blessings of this water here from Bridget's Well of Kildare. Grateful for the healing, grateful for the flow, grateful for the sweetness that you bring. Water is life. Bridget of the West, we welcome you. We now bid you adieu. Thank you for being with us. Grateful. Bridget of the South, your fire, your passionate fire, the hearth fire, fire of creation, the fire of all the desire and all of the things we're going to create with all of this fire in our next year. Thank you for being here with us, Bridget. Thank you. Grateful. Grateful. And Bridget of the East, your air. We took breaths of you in. We drew your fiery flame up into our lungs so that we could transmute and transform. You are our inspiration, Bridget of the West. Thank you. We are grateful, grateful, and grateful. Bridget of the North, we are so grateful for the earth beneath our feet and for what the earth provides for us with food and nourishment, for the new green grass and all the flowers that are coming up out of the ground now as new life. Bridget of the North, we thank you. We are grateful, grateful, grateful. Any other guides, teachers, spirits, ancestors, those who have gone before that might be on the other side helping us and supporting us. All plant medicine beings, animal medicine beings, mystical, magical creatures, minerals, plants. We welcome you, and now we say adieu. Thank you so much for being with us, and any other spirit guides that you have brought in personally, I invite you to now release them, and we hope they stay with us throughout each day and every moment, and leave if they must, but stay if they will. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Take a moment, nice deep cleansing breath, closing up the circle, and taking all that energy into our hearts, into our bodies, into ourselves, into our interactions with others, into our choices, into the path and the journey as we move forward. Bridget, we are grateful, we are grateful, we are grateful. Bridie, Bridget, Brigid, Saint, Goddess, and powerful being, we are grateful. All right, lots of gratitude. And what I'll do is I'm gonna get this next song ready. I'll play Bridget of the Sacred Waters as it is a recorded version, the one that I mentioned earlier that has Selena Fox's voice on it. It is a co-write between myself and Selena Fox. So after this, I will keep the screen on. I'll say goodbye, but I'll keep the music going so that if you're in a chat room that disappears, it doesn't just disappear on you. You can say goodbye to each other. I wasn't able to read all of your comments because I'm focusing on doing so many things, but I promise you I will read all of your comments in the very near future. Join us again on Sunday at 9 a.m. Same place for another Bridget blessing. I'll put in some different songs and I'll mix it up a little bit so it'll be a little different. Bring your blessings and we'll continue with the blessings that are still in queue for healing for the blessing section of the concert. Also mark February. It might not be the 14th, just so you know. I might do it on the 13th, which is also a Sunday. It's also Super Bowl Sunday, so we might have a morning sharing of a Come Home to Your Heart concert on that day. So that's the next one. And the next one after that will be March 17th for a Celtic Myth and Spirit concert. If you watched it last year, it's a lot of fun and it's a really sweet concert. So mark those on your calendar and I'll keep you posted as we move forward. All right, let's get this going. And while we're getting that set, I will now sing you one last song. This is an This will be totally a cappella, so I'm going to give myself a little tea here. Linda from Sedona is saying thank you. Peggy's here saying hearts and smiles. Tina's saying, okay, maybe not an hour, still grateful. We'll go find a candle and rewatch. Wonderful, Tina. Yeah, once I say goodbye, very shortly after the replay will be available for you and everyone else. And Janet is saying thank you, and we have a PayPal link from Celia Farran, my Celia bot. Thank you for that. That's awesome. Yes, donations greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated so that I can continue to do these concerts and events for you. It's time to part, so I'm going to sing for you a song that's on my, what is it on? The Bard of Armagh CD. And it is called The Parting Glass. I want to thank you all. Love you so much. So grateful. And this song, I will say to you in parting. I'll say goodbye now and sing the song. And then we'll see you next time.
Oh, all the money that here I spent it in good company, and all the harm that here I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Farewell and joy be with you all. Oh, the comrades that e'er I've had are so sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er I've had would wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I will gently rise and softly call. Farewell and joy be with you all. If I had money enough to spend, and leisure time to sit a while, there is a fellow in this town that surely has my heart beguiled. His chin so strong, his arm so true, he alone has my heart enthralled. So fill to thee the parting glass. Farewell and joy be with you all. Farewell and joy be with you all. Bright, Bridget, blessings. Fare thee well. Heal us, renew us, guide us, inspire us. Bridget of the sacred waters, 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 cleanse us, bless us, heal us, renew us, guide us, inspire us. Bridget of the sacred waters, Bridget of the sacred waters, cleanse us, bless us, heal us, renew us, guide us, inspire us. Bridget of the sacred waters, cleanse us, bless us,